only got 2.5 hours of sleep.
I'm so sore.
I wrote my opening 10 minutes before it happened.
Tomorrow is pitch day. It is the most important day of the conference. We are not leaving until it is right.
This is not quite our yellow.
How dare you show up there and ask a silly question as, am I qualified?
Is that your limit?
This is only day one. They said they have pages of notes and cramped hands. We need to make sure the LED screens are not blurry and don't look janky, because yesterday they looked janky. There's no way this day should not have started on a higher level.
My friend, my sister, iconic, Ashley Kirkwood!
All of you are overqualified. The very facts say that all of you are above average. Every single person who has a sales issue has a belief issue. People will buy when you believe. If you pray for patience, will God deliver it with a bow on your doorstep, or will He give you opportunities to exemplify patience? We need to be grateful for the trials. If you have one and you go through it and don't sit in it and give up, it is only because you are called to work with people who need to learn to push. So let's see. So now we're gonna talk through.
This event started in a conference room with 10 people. It started really small. Like when I first did this event, I didn't know that it would be an event series or that it would turn into a podcast or a coaching program or any of the things that it is now, a community, an online course, a book. Like everything is under Speak Your Way to Cash. And I could have never imagined that it would grow to what it is now and that it would have helped the thousands of speakers that have bought our services or downloaded a course or attended a webinar. I literally did it at the request of people asking me how I was making so much money speaking. That was it. So for it to be what it is now, a standalone company that supports employees and has high-end clients and has testimonials galore is just an honor and a blessing. And I'm so excited to see what it'll do in the next 3+ years.
I'm about to introduce the reason that we are here, the visionary for this extravagant conference. My sister, I love her so much. I just appreciate her allowing God to use her in such a mighty way and her just being a gift to our culture. Like, to our culture, seriously, to let little black girls know that look like me and you, that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. So I just need you guys just to put your hands together for the visionary, the extraordinary, my friend, my sister, Mrs. Ashley Kirkwood.
We did this conference. Typically we do it the first weekend in October. This year though, because I knew that the event was going to be bigger, I knew that it was going to require more financial resources, I knew that I needed a longer runway to promote it, and I just knew that this event was going to be the one that was like, that's going to blow it up out the waters. I just had this feeling. And so I was like, all right, we're going to do it the first weekend in November to give me an extra month to do what we need to do for the conference. And okay, so I choose the date. This event is on the same weekend as a huge speaker conference. Really, it's the same weekend or within a week of 2 really large speaker conferences that also serve our audience.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Hi, this is Chris from Speak Your Way to Cash. We are so happy and thankful that you attended our recent book bash. We would love to host you at another one of our events.
We released the event. The date is on the same weekend as several other events. And I look at my husband and I'm like, oh, I'm just over this date. I'm over this date. And my husband was like, don't change your date. He was like, what you're gonna do and what's going to happen are the people that are supposed to attend this event are going to attend and they're gonna make a decision. They're gonna make a commitment and a decision to attend your event, and their lives are going to be changed. And every single person that's there, no matter how many, is going to be so committed to their business, their vision, and your ability to help them that the event will be life-changing regardless. And next year you'll be standing room only. Doesn't even matter. And he's like, you don't understand how powerful you are. And he can still see greater in me than I can see in myself. And I definitely have those moments of insecurity that'll come up. And what I do to overcome that is, one, I look at the facts. And fact is, this is our 6th event. We've never hosted an event where no one bought a ticket. The fact is, at every event, people are wondering and desiring to work with me in a deeper capacity. We've never had a situation where we've invited people to do business with us at a premium level and the offer was good. And they were like, nah, I ain't interested in working with her. I gotta go to this other thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's never been a situation like that. And I genuinely invest in my business. Like, I really invest in it. And one of the things that was on my heart really heavy before this conference, I was nervous. I was like, what was gonna happen? And what about this? And then people are doing this, and they went to this other event last week, and they did this last year, and then they did like all of these other thoughts that really don't serve me or anyone else. And one thing that I've been listening to is Michael Todd's Crazy or Faith series. And the Holy Spirit kept putting on my heart, well, what did you invest in this event? Okay, well, I invested time to make it exceptional. I invested my talent and the talent of my team so that every attendee has a great experience. And I invested my treasure. I invested 6 figures to make this event great, from the marketing to the production to I invested time, talent, and treasure. The 3 things that you actually can invest. More importantly, I invested my faith. I put my money where my dreams are, and I went and did it no matter what. Like, I was all in on it. And I was like, okay, well, my dad always talks about how there are natural laws and there are spiritual laws. Spiritual law is like, when you sow on good ground, you will reap in an abundance of what you've sown. So if I've sown time, then people are going to invest their time in being at this event and being fully present. If I've sown my money into making this event successful, people also have invested in their ticket price, and they're going to invest in working with me further because they know they're going to get that return. So then I've also sown talent. I've given my talent to it. So I can trust that my team is going to give their talent to making this event incredibly successful. Spiritual law says that this event has to be way better than any other event I've ever done. It has to produce fruit because I've sown the seeds. And so whenever I start to get nervous or anxious or I'm looking around, one, don't look around, look up. I always remind myself, if I ever feel competitive or jealous, and to be clear, I have felt competitive, I have felt jealousy, I have felt insecurity, I have felt like it wasn't gonna work. I felt like people were trying to, some people, don't feel bad. Like, you're like, oh, you're a jealous person. You felt a twinge of jealousy. You're just a hater. God is jealous. You know what I mean? Place no other gods before me. That emotion is not within itself the issue. It's the action that you take after the emotion that can cause you to lose good relationships, that can cause you to, sabotage other people. We get caught up in the emotion of jealousy, but it's like, that's a human emotion. That's a human thing to be like, man, I wish I had that. That's human. But when I say to that, because I have an alternative thought for every negative thought, my alternative thought to jealousy is like, God doesn't tease me, so I'm good. If I see it, I can achieve it. So I'm straight on that. If I want that and that's a righteous desire, I'll achieve that. So those are some strategies that I use, but yes, I feel those emotions 100%. And I think that people, because I've seen coaches that'll be like, I never feel jealous. I don't never feel fear. And it's like, I think what they're trying to say, but not articulating properly, is they don't allow it to stop them. But I don't believe that there are humans on this earth that aren't feeling insecurity ever in life, even if they don't allow it to stop them. All these destructive thoughts have occurred, but I dilute them with faith. I dilute them with the facts of the seeds that I've sown, and I dilute them with positive thoughts. And I will repeat to myself over and over again, everything happens for me, nothing happens to me, no matter what. And where I can't see protection, God can. And so sometimes I truly believe God communicates to me through my husband. And if he feels strongly about keeping a date, keeping a person, letting a date go, letting a person go, hiring somebody, firing somebody, that is God's protection. Sometimes we, in our faith, if I'm being 100% transparent, I have felt like God doesn't hear my prayers at points in my life. I felt like, man, I get it theoretically that he's up there just like, oh, Ashley, I love you. You know what I mean? But like in practice, when certain things happen in our lives, certain dark moments, it's like, man, I don't even know if he loves me like that. And one thing that I've done is when I have those moments of insecurity, it's like, okay, you can't see or feel God's love for you in this temporary moment, but do you really think, based on all the people that get paid when you get paid, God is gonna fail all of them? And one thing that the Holy Spirit has been placing on my heart to say to other people when they start feeling insecure in their employers is like, think about it. We predominantly hire people who have faith, right? So, and not even just that, but we hire good-hearted people. When you fail, it's a ripple effect on those individuals. So I have to keep realizing that God's not about to allow all his children, all people that he loves, whether they call him father or not, that like, why? Even if I don't believe in a moment that God doesn't love me enough, it's so easy to see God's love for other people for me. And so that's been something that I tell myself too, but yeah, you feel those feelings, but what you practice is not allowing those feelings to stop you from moving forward in your life.
Going into day one, I am excited, a little nervous, and I'm just praying that everything goes according to plan. I feel like it would be easier if everyone was in person because you don't have the technical aspect of it all, but I'm just prayerful that God's hand will be on this event or confident that God's hand will be on this event and on the technology, because anyone who's at an event with tech knows like, all right, we need all the tech to be on the same page. But I'm really excited. I'm so excited to see people. I'm excited to hear what this event has already done for them. This event, of all 6 of our events, has gotten the most testimonials before the event happened than any other event.
Under the tutelage of Ashley Kirkwood, I have learned to increase my confidence and to step back and away from the things that have held me back.
My focus has pretty much shifted, and she has given me the mindset that I am worthy of the price that I asked for. In every room that I step in, I'm gonna be a trailblazer.
My pre-event experience was like, I was so blown away by the details. I absolutely loved everything about this box and what was in it. And I was like almost into tears because that's what matters to me.
So many people have emailed like, man, just the pre-event stuff has changed my life. Just the book has changed my life. That's huge for me. Like, I'm so excited about that. But I would be lying if I said I was not nervous about all the logistical things that have to happen to make this work. You know, I prayed yesterday and I was like, God, like, exceed all my expectations. And that's literally what I'm expecting. I'm expecting way more than I could have ever asked for. I'm really expecting for people to get so much more than just information. One of the things my dad says, he's a pastor, is like, information is great, but revelation is better. And if I can help one person to really understand who they are as an individual, it will change the trajectory of every aspect of their lives. And that's what I'm going for at the event.
Oh, Lord. Okay, let me catch my breath. All the monitors just went off. Oh, wait, hold up. We had to adjust on the fly several times, starting on Wednesday. The first challenge we had to overcome was the stage. When the stage was delivered, it did not look the way it was supposed to look. And that was a big problem. However, the company was able to fix it. So that was one thing, that was fine. But then the other issue, I like to walk around when I speak. And because of that, my mom made sure that we had a stage that was shaped in such a way that accommodated a panel, but also gave me runway to walk. However, the clicker that we're using, both clickers, weren't working from a far range for whatever reason. Not an issue we've ever had before. We didn't even think to anticipate this issue. And we're like, okay, what are we going to do? So we just had to adjust, when we need the slides to move, I had to adjust on the fly and be okay with it. And one thing that I've gotten better about is not having major catastrophic meltdowns that'll ruin my mood for the day. Now, some things I will get a little I'll have my moment, but I've learned to recover quicker. Because at the end of the day, I'm not just planning an event, I'm also speaking at the event. And that just requires my mindset to be in the right place. So no matter where I'm at, we've had to adjust. And in the very beginning, there was a slight delay. There's always some slight delays getting things up and going. And before we started the event, my mom was like, okay, well, let's pray. And I was like, okay. We can pray. And she was like, I'm gonna pray. And my mom prayed I don't even know what was the fire of the Lord was just in her. You know what I'm saying? And everyone was teary-eyed, crying. The photographer, I was tearing up, tears. And it literally set the entire tone for the day. And it was a great lesson in just letting people cover you. Because when you're a CEO and you're a leader, you're very used to handling things yourself.
I have to hire people so I don't have to do this. Even though as a business owner, I always say that, and then it's I still end up doing it. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And there's always a still small voice, at least for me in the back of my head, that's okay, if they don't do it, I'll do it. You know what I mean? I'm always prepared to jump in and save the day. And this conference has been a huge test of trust and just letting people operate in their zone of genius and cover you.
So we have an on-site team, which is small. We probably could use 10 additional people. And in addition to the on-site team, and that consists of client success leaders, people who are literally assigned to every single attendee. The book I'm holding right now is actually a dossier of every attendee. I'm going through and rereading why they're attending the event, what they want to get out of the event, so that I can be prepared to serve in that capacity. But we have client success leaders, people who are trained and skilled to ensure that the guests have a great experience. And those folks are on site. We flew them in from all over the country to be here. On top of that, we have a virtual team. Those folks are checking my emails, checking the Facebook group, engaging in the Facebook group, engaging in the chat, tracking every single question that comes through virtually, because this year we're hybrid. So, that's what they're doing. And then you have my mom and Joy, who are on the event management team. They're checking in with the vendors, making sure people are here. My husband is really the operations leader. He was the one who checked in with the AV, DJ, and stage vendors. So it's an incredible amount. And not to mention the design team. So everything that people see today had to be designed. We have 3 or 4 designers that worked on this, but our lead designer, Sammy, he's incredible. So he did all of the design. He designed 180 PowerPoint slides, which have gone through 5 to 10 revisions. He designed all of the posters that are in the room, because when I do events, I literally think of what will they see, what will they feel, what will they hear. So I wanted to make sure that in the room, we had affirmations that when people started to feel like this wouldn't work for me, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, they could literally look to their left or look to their right, and there's words that they can see that will say, you are enough. You know what I mean? And that was really important. But then we have people virtual. So we had our graphics team design virtual postcards that people can print out at home, and they could see the same words as the people in the room. So that was also important. I've learned to have a deeper trust and appreciation for my team, and for team in general. I always saw people that had amazing teams, and they would be saying how great the team was, and they had this big team of people that all supported them, and I was like, man, what does that feel like? And a part of me was like, are they faking this? You know what I mean? Like, is this even real? Because, you know, hiring is really difficult. We've gone through a variety of iterations of people that we've worked with. And there was one point, and I talk to my friend about this all the time, like, everybody can't be out here just having like incredible team. Like, is that even real? Like those pictures of like, my team is amazing and they have the best. And this was one of the first times where I felt like, one, we've always, at every point in my business, we've had a few exceptional employees. But during this event, there was not a single weak player. You see what I mean? Like, I learned that it is possible to be fully supported by a group of people working towards a single mission, and that if you trust and empower them to make decisions on your behalf, they will take ownership over their role and it will be okay.
I'm overjoyed that my family is here, and family has always been a part of Speak Your Way to Cash. So for me, family is everything. I am blessed and honored that my parents can be here. And not only that they can be here, but that they're healthy and able to participate. And I noticed that my dad and my mom, they wore the brand colors for Speak Your Way to Cash, which was so cool. And they're so proud. And one thing that you always want to do as a child whose parents did so much for you is make your parents proud. Like, there's no greater feeling than your parents beaming and them being proud. And the truth is, most of the principles that I'm teaching are because of the seeds that they planted in me. So my mom taught me confidence. My dad taught me sales and faith. My dad taught me work ethic. And he says that he needs to copyright all of his stuff because he notices that now I'm using his phrases and I didn't give him proper attribution. So he says, so I'll have to make sure to give him more attribution today at the event. But you know, it's beautiful. And one of the things he said, I was like, Dad, you're coming. I'm so glad you're coming. And he was like, I would be there if it was in Alaska. And that just like warmed my heart to no degree, because I'm such a daddy's girl all the way. But me and my mom are also incredibly close. The way they've raised me is the reason why so many other people will be impacted by my life. Had they not raised me to be confident, I wouldn't have the courage to speak up on behalf of the hundreds of speakers that we work with now and the thousands that are a part of our community. My family is just incredible. They're so willing to support. My husband is one of the most empathetic people I know. He's incredibly emotionally intelligent. He's very caring. He's also super shrewd and observant, and he's brilliant, like really brilliant. And I don't know if people know this, but Chris is one of the smartest people I know. Just, he's naturally gifted academically. He helped me edit my book. He helps with every business decision. He's super strategic. He's excellent with pricing. He is not a people pleaser, which means he makes sound decisions all the time. So he really keeps me grounded in ways that I can't describe. When I left my $300,000 job, I talked to Chris first. And he said he was 100% on board with it. And I don't know if Chris had doubts about whether the business would do well or whether I could do it, but if he did, he never voiced it. He never was like, I don't know about this, or man, my wife putting me in a position, now I gotta do all of this, because he never did that. And so having a strategic, God-fearing, wise, calm in the storm type of husband has been incredible for me. And one thing he's never done is made me feel like I am doing too much, or I can't be fully who I'm called to be, or I need to sit in the back and stay in a woman's place. He's just never done that. And we have really redefined gender roles in our marriage, and he's always been open to that. His parents have been married over 30 years. My parents have been married over 30 years or close to it. His parents have been married since they were 18, mine since they were 25. We got married at 22 and 23 after dating for 6 months. So we've seen strong, long-lasting marriages, but we've also had to redefine what it means for us. And Chris has been able to let us to do that. Praise his family, she takes care of our daughter. If it came down to choosing between running my business and taking care of my child, I'm taking care of my child. So without someone who loves the Lord, loves Christelle, loves our family, and understands the assignment. I can't serve other people if my house isn't right, isn't taken care of. And so she's really allowed us to serve the people that we're able to serve, to change the trajectories of the lives and legacies that we're able to change by taking care of our daughter. And so many moms come to me, how do you do it? My baby's crying in the back, I can't do it live, and I'm just like, look, we invested in having someone take care of our daughter full time in an environment that we're comfortable with during COVID. So all the protocols are in place, and she was just down to do it, and it was such a godsend. So family to me is peace. It's everything.
Now we're about to do something really exciting. Really, really exciting, and it's called the Dreamer's Den. Who's heard about this? I've talked about this session a lot. I'm so excited about this session. And what we're going to do, now here's where it takes participation. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, and while I ask them, I'm just gonna ask you to close your eyes and visualize your answer.
One thing that I was concerned about before the event, it was whether or not people will appreciate the mindset portion of the conference.
One of the most powerful sessions was the Dreamer's Den, where people literally took 25 minutes to just imagine a life that they haven't lived yet, but that they want and desire to feel.
The purpose of this session is to give you a vision that is so powerful that you are ready to go after it.
Because so often I think that we undervalue mindset. I believe that's the case. One of the reasons why I believe that is because I think therapists are grossly underpaid in this country. So because of that, I'm like, man, people seem to undervalue this. So I wonder if it'll connect. But after we did the Dreamer's Den and people closed, that was the other thing. Are people gonna close their eyes? Are they gonna think these are all of the thoughts that I had, like all of my fears and concerns, just being honest. Like, are they gonna close their eyes? Are they gonna think this is silly? How long should I wait? Are there gonna be moments of silence? Just all these little things. But when people started closing their eyes, everyone in the room closed their eyes, and most people virtually, eyes were closed, cameras were on. And I saw one of our attendees, like his head was in his hands, and he had his eyes totally closed just to focus and get in the zone. I was like, okay, they're locked into this. People are going to appreciate this. And we started asking questions. We changed the format a little bit, but afterwards we were like, okay, what did you get out of that? How was that for you? Share your experience in the room. And we had several people share their experiences virtually. And when one of the attendees in the room said she went from seeing a $100,000 check to a $1 million check, and she sat with that feeling to the degree that it began to feel real for her, I was like, okay, life-changing. This was done. And one of the attendees virtually mentioned that the missing element to her business strategy was dreaming. And she didn't know she needed that, but she was going to change the way she does business forever by adding a weekly dreaming session to her weekly calendar. Weekly. She was like, it's going to change the trajectory of my life and my business forever. And after that, I was like, all right, bet, I'm down, let's go. Like, let's go. What else? What else we got? Like, we're gonna do all the sessions, all the things.
I thought, I'm gonna teach them how to do frameworks for their business. They took that and were like, no, we're gonna take that this is how you think about it, and come up with a framework for our life. So that crushed that limiting belief that grown-ups want to dream, and we can facilitate that, and people are happy about that. And these are all limiting beliefs that I have, but I was still gonna do it regardless. You know, it wasn't gonna ever stop me from doing what we needed to do. But being real, I just learned that sometimes the fears you have around it aren't warranted. And one thing I want everyone to take away from this, I had these fears, I had these thoughts, I had these limiting beliefs, but I was still gonna get up on that stage and y'all wasn't gonna feel none of them when you did the exercises. And it just encourages me to keep dreaming, dream bigger. Earlier we talked about what is Speak Your Way to Cash and what is it about? It's not even about accumulating cash for you. You see what I'm saying? It's so much deeper. And this event has just taught me a lot about why it's critical that even when you're scared, even when you're unsure, you do it anyways.
I would say the dance battle was by far like the highlight of my day. And I say that because it was just so good to see everyone having a great time. And that was one of the big reasons why we hired Lady Lunchabelle. Most people are like, they're gonna hire whatever host they hire and that's fine. But I was like, man, let's get somebody who understands what it takes to get on stage and not know whether or not it'll work out, but who leverages comedy and humor to lighten the mood. Cause there's several times she gets up there and she's like, oh, I feel a shy spirit over in this side of the room. It's like, y'all, we need that. Everything we do is so serious. And it's like, come on. There was one other moment. We had an attendee, Kelly Parker. She was a member of the Academy last year. We had her share her comedic intro to explaining how she helps corporations. And she crushed it.
She said that to me and then I started laughing. You ever start laughing? Ain't nothing funny, but you start laughing and then you start itching. And then the last straw is always when you start talking to yourself and you be like, I know good and well, she ain't talking to me.
And while I saw her speaking, I felt the Holy Spirit tell me to have attendees sow into her speaking journey. And I didn't know whether people were going to be down for this. Like, I knew I would do it, but I was like, okay. So I went back on the stage and I was like, all right, guys, who enjoyed what Kelly did? And they were like, oh no, she killed it. That was amazing. I was like, great. So if you enjoyed it, let's thank her by connecting her to the HR director of your company. And you can do it in one or two ways. One, send her the name and send her the job title of the person so she can reach out directly. But if you really enjoyed it, I want you to make a personal email introduction to that person. Raise your hand if you're gonna do that. People raise their hand. And then in the chat, several people, like we saw 5 to 10 people, and I couldn't count it fast enough, but there were a lot of people that were like, I'll do it, 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 I'll do it. And we put a timeline on it, like you have to do it by Friday. And for me, giving people in the room an opportunity to bless someone else with the resources that they have, I just wanted people to see the power that we had in the room to make things happen for someone else. Because we're so often like, and I wanted them to do it for someone that they potentially could be competing with for business. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that everyone was down for that, it just let me know, all right, we got the spirit right in here, you know? And once people do that, I know like having that level of generosity, it unlocks so much in your life. And to facilitate that just was incredible. And the fact that people were down for it, I was like, we got a good group. We got the right people in here doing the right things. And I knew it was gonna be just a life-changing event for everyone involved. I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I knew something incredible was gonna happen at the event. And I'm just so yielded to that process and being flexible and helping other people to help other people in the room.
So many people left with a renewed mind, a renewed sense of who they are, new ideas, and a bigger imagination about what they can do.
I want them to have a good perspective of their past and to understand that regardless of where you were from or what you've done or what you've achieved or what you've accomplished, as long as you can look at it in the right light, you can dominate in your future.
You need narratives of your enemies that help you to win. You need narratives of your past that helps you to win. Everything in your life, everything that you tell yourself should be perfectly positioned to elevate you.
It has allowed my business to grow tremendously.
I also have secured a 5-figure contract since coming into the community.
You must check out Speak Your Way to Cash because they will help to take you to the next level.
All right, we are officially about to enter the most important season of our business. Speak Your Way to Cash Live is the event that this company is founded on. So this event doing well is the most important goal of the next 3 months. I know we order bags, pens, journals, and we order water bottles. Lanyards we have at home. So the name tags and the playbook, we gotta figure that out. It is gorgeous. My mom hasn't seen it yet. Look at how big this is. Like, who goes to an event and just gets a full-on magazine?
This is not quite our yellow.
We need to make sure the LED screens are not blurry and don't look janky, because yesterday they looked janky. Today we are in the venue for Speak Your Way to Cash Live. We are doing our final walkthrough. So not final, but like our walkthrough with all our vendors. Our AV team is here, you're here, my husband's here, the beverage coordinator is here, the banquet coordinator is here. We're gonna meet AV from the hotel, Encore. We're gonna meet the guy who's doing all of our branding. We're gonna see the rooms, we're gonna see the renovations. Oh my God, I'm so excited because we rented this hotel in faith. They required a $25K deposit, which is the largest deposit we've had to pay to even rent a space up front. And when I saw the banquet hall, I was like, but they said they were renovating it. So we're gonna see the renovations, we're gonna see all of that. I'm really, really, really excited. Like, this is our largest event ever. So we used to do this event, 10 people in a conference room. So to be in a space that can fit 800 people is a huge deal. So we're excited. We're excited. We're gonna pack it out too. We've been planning this event for a year. We're actually already planning our next November's event. So if everything goes well with this hotel, we're gonna rebook them again for 2024. No, we plan years in advance. And I would like to be 3 years planned up. I'd like to have my hotels for the next 3 years. So it may feel early, but it is not early. Like, you have to plan these events early. We're talking about $200,000-$300,000 on an event, okay? Like, I'm buying 20 hotel rooms a night just for my own team. So we have to plan ahead. We gotta get our vendors here. We're doing what we gotta do. This is what it takes. This is what it takes.
I think I'm feeling like nostalgic but excited, and it's because it's the largest one, and this is our first live event where we're hosting our Mastermind. In November of last year, it was the very first time when we opened our Mastermind, and so that was kind of like, it was this like the commencement. Now this is like, Mastermind has been here for a year, so it's gonna be like, I think, all that more special. There's so much that goes into events that you have to be fully aware, and that takes time. So like, we take our time because every element and aspect of how we produce events, every single aspect is its own project. It's its own event. Like, I have a saying that says every event is an event, and this is like the granddaddy of all events for us. This is our Super Bowl. So this is gonna take like all our creative thoughts and brains. That's why we have, right now, I think we have like 8 people with us today, because this is not a small thing, right? We're here to impact people, and that causes for us to be critically intentional about how we brand, how we plan, how we execute, and how we serve.
So we really want people to walk in and be like, oh my goodness, this is epic. I am thinking about where I'm gonna have my testimonials, honey. Where do people go? Because we need them inspired. Like, we want them to see what the possibilities are. And they're not gonna see it just from me. They already know I'm doing good, because it's like, I'm hosting this event, I paid this thing. So we need to show them that other people are doing well. One of our clients told us, we are breaking mental and financial barriers off of people with our company. And we need to prove that with every inch they walk in this hotel. Oh, you can wrap that wall? Yeah. Okay, awesome. So we want these elevators for sure wrapped. Normally we wrap the floor of the elevator, but it's carpet right there. Can we do right here? Okay, so we'll do that. Because we want this wrap too.
This rail?
Yeah, this rail. I think that's really cool. Yeah, we're doing a Lux door. Of course, they can't enter through everyone else's door. So the Lux Mastermind door here, and then we'll have the Elite Mastermind door there. I think that'll work. What we could do is cut and just do it above it. But yeah, let me know. Look cost for that. And then remember, I'm a small business. Think small business when you give me the quote. Don't think.
Just like you are encouraging these people to step out beyond. And I want you to feel and take your own energy.
Are you really gonna get me a masseuse to be on site so I can get massages while during all this? Because I'll be working so hard.
Yeah, I was, so here's what we have to figure out. The only time you'll be like actually like seated and not doing anything will be in meetings. It just depends on your comfortability, because I don't know if you will.
I think I'll make it work.
If you will feel awkward sitting there.
I won't feel awkward at all. Feet and arms for me, it's no problem. It's tough with event planners for me, because it's like, we've been doing our own events for like so long, and then they come in, it's like, ugh. That was my biggest mistake, was like hiring someone to do everything for me because they did one thing well. I will never do that again. I gotta make sure they do multiple things well. I gotta let it have time. It's like you can't get married on the first date, you know what I mean? I did get married in like a couple months though.
This is not good for your argument.
Our relationship is proving that you can move quickly and it can work out.
WeWork was actually where all of this started. Our first 5 Speak Your Way to Cashes were at WeWork. We didn't start paying for a venue until 21 actually, because 2020 was gonna be our first in-person conference, like big conference, and COVID hit. We actually were considering canceling Speak Your Way to Cash Live altogether, hard stop. It was such a devastating moment for us and other people, of course, around the world. We lost a lot of contracts. I looked at Ashley, I said, hey, our community is used to us being virtual anyway. Let's just try virtual. And we hashed out the details, and we made sure we put every aspect into making that virtual experience phenomenal, which is why to this day, if you come to one of our virtual experiences, it feels like as close as being in the room as possible because of 2020. Because we've done it so much in other events, we've gotten a lot more consistent and concise about what goes into the planning. So every event gets a little bit easier because we're not starting from zero.
Speak Your Way to Cash excels in preparing for our clients. So we are thinking about what you see, what you feel, what you smell, what you hear, the music, the dancing, the space, the seating. We want you to be comfortable, engaged, and treated like the star that you are, because even if you don't feel like a celebrity in your everyday life, you should feel like one when you come to our events. So when they check into the hotel, we want the key card branded with like Speak Your Way to Cash Live pictures, and we want the holders branded as well. And then we want certain of our guests are platinum, so we want platinum attendees to get like a special gift when they walk in. We do all kinds of stuff, like sometimes it's a note from me, sometimes it's a private event to something they didn't know was happening. We may do like a penthouse thing. Like at each step of the event, I think about who all is gonna experience this section, and then what should their experience be. And based on their ticket level, how can we elevate their experience based on the level of their investment? So you pay more, you get more. That's how it should be anyways. I don't know, it ain't like that everywhere, but you pay more, you get more. So you want to elevate the experience for your guests, even with like, okay, they're gonna check in, what are they gonna see? Even with the testimonial, like what client would I put like right there? Because everyone's gonna see that client. So that has to be someone that we trust, number one, that ain't gonna be acting crazy to people. But also someone who is just like super motivational, probably a speaker. I have someone in mind, probably one of our Lux members who's just incredible. So we're just thinking through that too. Okay, this is definitely prime real estate right here. I like that. I like the floor banner, and then I want 2 standing things at minimum. And you said you could do that little piece right there and the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wrap that all the way
Okay,
around.
because we could do welcome to Speak Your Way to Cash Live. This could be welcome. So all this stuff could be welcome. The front area can just be like welcome graphics. Yeah, welcome graphics.
Speak Your Way to Cash Hotel.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That weekend, I'm pretty sure we're the biggest client here. Yeah, we'll be renting this joint out. Let's go. To be at this stage in July, we're doing really good. Like we're on it. So now we just gotta sell out the place, which is the fun part. We're gonna have fun with that. We just have to get the folks in the room, like make sure they know why they cannot miss this event.
For now, just like unpack, get things off the truck, set up the station. That's like step 1, and just keep it organized. If you have any ideas how to make it more organized, please let Alicia know. We're all working together. I don't think tensions will be high. I actually think it'll just be a really good time, and hopefully you all get to know each other, become lifelong friends, and meet some amazing people along the way. But it's gonna be great. And again, Chris and I really appreciate you all's work and your time. We're gonna have 3 times.
All the wrapping that you all see cost about $20,000. And this is our first time doing this much branding, and you can only use it once. But that stuff, those banners, all that stuff is like reusable for life because it's not dated. So this room is going to be my Zen room. So they're gonna set it up with like all my snacks. They're gonna make sure no one comes in here. And what they added with the AV company is a dressing room in the Zen room. So that if I have to do a quick change, I don't have to go all the way upstairs. So this is our awards room here, and this will also end up being our storage room because we have props and some other stuff. And if you see here on these awards, this is like stuff you deal with at events. This is not quite our yellow. It's a different color. So they actually have told us what they're gonna do is fly someone in to change out this part of the award to match our color. With registration this year, the thing we're doing different is we're giving everyone a shirt that says Cashly Energy. This event really is like branding the Cashly thing hard because we want them to adopt that identity. DJ Duval is the best DJ ever. He has branded DJ stations. So we send him the graphic and he gets that made. Back there is where our editors are. Our content team is back there. That's their station. So David is there. David is probably making a reel right now. He's incredible. Sean is also on our team. Through the event, Sean will be with me doing just my personal photos. And then we have an event photographer who's gonna be doing all the photos for the event. We have AV with Ronnie, A1 Audio Visual. He's been doing our events for, this is our second event together. This is our day of event coordinator, Valerie Williams, also my mom, and my husband Chris and I run the company together. One of the things that we take great pride in is the fact that every year we've had this event, the event has actually grown. So it started 10 people in a conference room. It was really started because I was getting paid to speak on college campuses. I wrote a book called The Law School Hustle, which is about how I went from almost failing out of college to graduating top of my class at one of the best law schools in the country, Northwestern University School of Law, and eventually started speaking at colleges about that book and helping students one-to-many. I got a lot of questions like, how are you getting those contracts? How are you getting paid to speak? And that is why we started Speak Your Way to Cash. And then it grew to now having an event and having a coaching program and a community where we have helped our community land millions of dollars in government, state, and corporate contracts. And we are aiming to get that number to $1 billion. So that's what the event is. And we are excited to be here. This is our 8th event. So we've done this for a while and we're gonna keep doing it. And we're very, very excited. This is gonna be an amazing event.
Thank you all for your time.
Thank you guys for your time.
All right. Really appreciate Thank you all.
I feel awesome. So today's Mastermind Day. We do a Mastermind Day conference. It's client only. So if you're already a client of mine in the Mastermind, you get to come to a whole bonus conference day, which starts today. Very excited about it. I'm always cautious because I don't want to lose my voice, but my voice feels really good. I feel good about it. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be great. Mastermind Day conference is always amazing. It's when all our clients fly in and we're working on implementing for them. So like really getting to the money, and then I'm doing hot seats with them because they don't get they get time with me, but it's easier in person to really connect and help them to scale their businesses. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, should be a good day. I'm just more concerned about like the production side, making sure all of that goes well. Last night we found out that some of the graphics were misspelled, and they're not just regular graphics, they were actually pasted on the wall. How did this happen? He needs to redesign this. There's an issue, there's a misprint here. They're fixing it, she's fixing it. Do you all have the files? All right, I'll get you the files. Hey Chris, send Jackie the source file for this wrapping so she can get it updated within the hour. So we had to take them down and have them put up again. And it took them probably 15 hours to put up all of the wrapping of the hotel. We wrapped the escalators, the elevators, we wrapped the windows, we wrapped the doors. It was a huge wrap job. So thankfully we caught it, but you really gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. And my operations manager started midway through. So everything she checked is basically perfect, but everything I was supposed to be managing on my own before she joined was like not right. So that took a lot of time. So our vendors are working double time. And I think what a lot of people do is if something's wrong with a vendor or something, they're just like, oh, we'll just have to apologize. Absolutely the heck not. That is not okay. It has to be fixed. So if it means people have to work longer, then you got to figure out how to make that happen, because we work all year for this event. We're not going to let something that we can easily fix just go unfixed just because it's going to require more effort. Some things we can't fix, like if the playbooks, they're printed, we can't rerun those. They take too long to print. But other things, if we can fix it, we're going to fix it. And I'm really grateful that I have a team that understands our standard. And that's hard, finding people who understand it's not me being mean, it's me holding a standard.
Make some noise for Ashley Kirkwood!
Too many of them that can handle me, but I might let you try it off the Hennessy. Make them sing to this thing like a melody. And if your girl ain't right, I got the remedy. Ain't too many of them that can handle me.
All right. Oh, wait, I thought you was...
y'all. They be wilding on Mastermind Day. It's all kind of stuff that happens on Mastermind Day.
We don't ever get pictures together.
You
so.
ain't even supposed to be here right now.
Yeah, they told me. They told me I was on the run of the show.
He's not on the Rudder Show at all.
Hey.
You know what? You can only do this in front of family. When our cousins come tomorrow, all y'all better have it together. This is what's critical. Y'all ready? You only have to be the best in the world at your core. If sales is not your core, your goal is not to be a world-class salesperson. Your goal is to be proficient in sales so that you can hire a world-class salesperson. Where entrepreneurs get overwhelmed is they're trying to be world-class in the areas where they only need proficiency to lead. You have to care more about those women, more about the women that you've helped, more about the women that you're going to help, than the people who are saying no. The rejection is going to happen for everyone. The more money you want to make, the more you want to be rejected. I just was walking in the hallway and several clients told me about contracts they've landed, emails they've gotten since they touched down at Speak Your Way to Cash. And I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. That was a prayer of mine. And so it just lifted my spirits. And I just know that this event is going to be next level. Next level. It's going to be so good.
All right, the more energy you give me, I'm gonna give you back. And there's some good energy up in here. There's some good energy up in here. I feel it all over here. I'm out of breath already. Jesus. Y'all think just because you lose weight, you don't run out of breath. That's a lie.
I'm here because I truly believe, maybe it's the educator in me, maybe it's the kid who's been knocked down a few times. I truly believe that whatever it is that we're doing, we are in a place to continue to move forward and to pass it on.
Focus on what you need at every point in time. You can't do everything at once. Focus on what you need.
Don't let your confidence feel like it's making you a bad person. Stand up for who you are and take those blessings that God giving you.
Mastermind Day is great. It's a great conference, really high energy. The thing is, it's the first run of AV and everything, so there are definitely some things that we need to fix and update, and I'm always looking at that. Like, my vibe board didn't work. Chris up there for 10 minutes talking about, oh no, it works. No, it don't work if I can't just walk over to that board and use it. So now I'm like, maybe I can't use the vibe board the whole event, which is annoying. And some things just should have been checked, and so now I'm like, okay, I need to have an AV checklist. 7 a.m., this is what you need to check. So that's what we'll do moving forward. But I feel good about it. I think we were able to gain some traction, turn things around, get some things that were positive. The panel was really good. We just have to keep it going, keep doing what we gotta do and amp up the energy. I think sometimes when people travel, they have a lot going on and all this other stuff, the energy can be shifted, and we made a mistake with how we started. There's no way this day should not have started on a higher level. That is something we will consider for every other event moving forward. Like, it will have to start higher.
We are backstage. I'm about to do my opening. It's the most complex opening I've ever done in my career, and we're about to crush it.
Now announcing the coach of the Cash Leads, Ashley Kirkwood.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I heard we had some cash leads in the building. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Man, look at this. Woo. All right. Are y'all ready to have some fun? Y'all ready to get coached? Y'all ready to be on Team Cash Leads? Y'all ready to get after every goal? Y'all ready to win every game? Y'all ready to defeat every opponent? I'm just trying to see if I got Zach up in the room or not. I just want to make sure y'all ain't tired, because I ain't seen nobody in the gym at around 5 a.m. or so when I was up in there looking for y'all. All right. Let's play some ball. If you don't keep taking shots, you don't know what you can do. So the whole time, all your shots is like this. Cause it's safe and you know you'll make it. And when you know you'll make it, you don't have to deal with the embarrassment of it not working out. But when the shot gets more difficult, dang, I'm still making it. Okay, didn't plan that. Hey, let me find out. Oh, dang. Y'all see that run and talk? You know your girl been in the gym last year. Couldn't have happened. Never would have made it. So you keep taking your shots. And then you miss one. And you think you missed it, so you stop. So because back here you didn't make it, now all your shots is up close. So every now and then, you gotta hit the backboard. Every now and then you gotta miss so you know where your limits are. And if you make it from a certain spot, go back higher. Go back further, shoot it again. And if you make it from that spot, then you realize, hold on, this may be too low of a rim. When you're going through some things in your life, when you lost people you love, when your friends ain't giving you friend vibes, when your own mind is your biggest enemy. For the entire year, I listened to a song and it just said, do it anyway, do it anyway, do it anyway. Erica, you think you can help us out?
Look, if you ain't failed a couple times, you ain't ready for this.
I don't crumble under pressure.
I go heavy with this. Driving straight to the hole, I don't need no offense. If all I got is one shot, you know I ain't gon' miss. I never take a hater serious, I'm petty with this. Never been the type to fold, I don't straddle the fence. So yeah, I might lose it all, I get it right back quick. I'm a walking casino, cause I'ma take that risk. I ain't scared of nothing but the old version of me. I'm fired up, boy, I love the cold version of me. I love the way I took the pain and now it's working for me. I'm coming back for everything that was taken from me. Hey, what you thought this was? I'm like the little engine that could. They love my drive, they just wanna know what's under the hood. I wish you would try to stop me, you gon' get what you deserve. I'll show you how to take it from the bottom to the first, yeah. I know they try to say you can't, but do it anyway. Ain't got no money in the bank, do it anyway.
You said you supposed to get on the mic and rap. What happened?
I was supposed to. They turned off my mic. They turned off my mic. I was like, my husband did this because he don't want me rapping. He know I got bars. He know I got bars. He tried to hold me back, man. I'm amped up. I cannot believe I made all those baskets on stage. That was crazy. I was trying to miss one because it wasn't working with my point of missing the shot. I kept making the shots. That means I set it too low. We could have kept it up high, I would have missed more. But it was good. I'm just happy I did it because we had so much going on. I'm just happy. It was everything. It was everything. Before the opening, you captured me like ferociously writing. I wrote my opening 10 minutes before it happened. That was when it came to me like how I was gonna start it. Like I was able to write it out word for word, like what I was supposed to say, how the flow was supposed to be. It was good.
It may be in your house, it may be outside of your house, but you have to on purpose create a space of peace for yourself.
Once you have a big mindset, you believe in your story and you believe that whatever you invest in, you will get a return on your investment because you know that nobody can stop you from doing that but yourself.
Vendors think I have to just give you the kitchen sink. Start with one thing and say I do that well, and then maybe that will blossom into something else.
Hello, I heard this was the platinum room. Oh my goodness. So this is the platinum lunch. So the only attendees who attend this are our highest level attendees, which are our platinum attendees. They have intimate time with me during the event. There's hundreds of people here, but I get to dine with our 15 platinum members and have a beautiful lunch, and we have gifts for them. Over the years, we used to have a platinum lunch and I came in and it wasn't decorated and all that. So this year we were like, oh no, platinum is gonna look platinum, okay?
What are we doing for like the platinum members? Are we giving them a gift or anything?
We do need to give them something. I don't know what, but we do need to give them something.
So we're gonna eat some good food, have some great conversation, and help them to grow their businesses. I can't wait. So we want you all to have these gifts for being in platinum. And we're so incredibly excited that you all are here. And we wanna honor the fact that you made this investment. So we're gonna give you all your gifts. Everyone will get their gifts and everyone will open it, and then we can get right into this Q&A, okay? What we're gonna do is called the Dreamer's Den. We're gonna close our eyes. We're going to deliberately dream together of a life that we have not lived yet, but that we will start to live after we open our eyes, okay? I wanna help y'all to start thinking bigger.
We have years of experience. We have degrees. We have life experience in business. We have life experience in raising children. We have life experience in the classroom. How dare you show up with the blessing and all the goodness that God created and put into you and sit there and ask a silly question as, am I qualified? The underlying tone of am I qualified is, did God make a mistake when he made me?
I think with Chris, like when he was just out there really preaching, it was epic. It was epic, it was epic, it was epic. I think also just like showing people that you can be yourself and sell, and that you don't have to be, like he did a phenomenal job. It resonated with so many people because they always see me and my personality is not, it's different. So seeing Chris just be like, all right, these are slides, what we doing? Like it was really chill, it was good. And the Q&A I really, really, really liked. And I liked that he had them chanting win, 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 win. That was really good.
Somebody say win, 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 win!
I had fun. I actually had fun up there. It was, it felt like I was having a conversation with friends. Honestly, it felt like one of the coaching calls that I would have with some of our clients. It felt natural, to be honest. It felt natural, it felt great. It felt amazing. It was awesome engaging with our audience here. Yeah, it was dope.
This is only day one. They've probably gotten so much value. They said they have pages of notes and cramped hands.
Let's be clear about what this is. Tomorrow is pitch day. It is the most important day of the conference for a lot of reasons, but today was the primer. Tomorrow is the event that helps set our budget for the year for Speak Your Way to Cash. So we gotta be on point. We're gonna try to get out of here in a couple hours, but we are not leaving until it is right. We need payment plan links. We need coach financing links. We need the partial.ly link that lets them do a $1,000 deposit after they've been approved for financing. And we need to make sure that the right contracts are connected to the right offers. We've had issues with that last year. And we need these links to be tested.
Just breathe.
Yeah, I'm so sore.
Where?
Everywhere. The plan for me today, because I only got 2.5 hours of sleep, is to get up to 5 hours of sleep.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do it through naps.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take 10-minute naps. Y'all gotta have access to that room. In 10 minutes, you gotta come in. We gotta find time for me to nap, because I have to go for I have to do the Mastermind lunch right after the pitch. Is the stage set for the pitch? Someone needs to confirm for me that my batons are on stage and my stage is set for the pitch. I want my props back there, the money bag, the weights, especially the weight with the bar. I need to know that this is done, and I need verbal confirmation now. Today is the day that we are pitching.
Your friend today. That way, as your stomach goes in, your air goes out, so you're activating the breath from below.
I'm about to bring up a phenomenal sister whom I love. Can we put our hands together right now for my friend, my sister, iconic Ashley Kirkwood?
I want you all to be in the mindset and in the seat of the person you imagined yesterday. If you pray for patience, will God deliver it with a bow on your doorstep, or will he give you opportunities to exemplify patience? If you pray for additional revenue, will he deliver a box with money on your door, or will you get an opportunity to learn about how to make additional revenue? We need to be grateful for the trials. If you have one and you go through it and don't sit in it and give up, it is only because you are called to work with people who need to learn to push. So the coach is over here and he's like, all right, Ashley, is that your limit? And I said, no, I just need a new strategy. He said, cool. When you get to the top, don't just try to go straight up. Think of it like straight up, ease down. And all of a sudden, with an additional way to lift it, what was once too heavy, I was able to lift. No problem. Is that your limit?
What made me join the Lux Mastermind is just simply the fact that I've been following Ashley for a few months now. When I heard her speak, I was like, I know I gotta work with her. It is the idea that I'm going to become a significantly better seller, and I already think I'm a fantastic seller to begin with.
I'm overqualified to not be making 7 figures in my business. I didn't want to come back to the event next year and regret that I didn't take action.
you invested in your business. You invested in your future self, all right? So are you committed? Are you willing to put in the effort for your future self? Y'all willing?
Hey, if you're not here, you need to make sure you're here. If you're on virtual, you need to make sure you're in the room, because ain't nothing like being in the room. And if you didn't get your ticket to Speak Your Way to Cash 2023, I don't even know if you're serious about your business or not, but make sure you don't let the same thing happen next year.
Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. I need energy, need only good people that's around me. All the faith you can give, that's the recipe.